Hi, in this video, I'm going to show you how to draw a funny monster using texture. Here are the items you will need to make your texture monster today. Crayons, pencil, 9 by 12 inch piece of white paper. You will also need some items that have texture on them. For example, maybe a piece of cardboard from a cardboard box. And if you tear one layer off, you get this ruffled texture. You might use some kind of webbing or netting. You might find examples of texture on clothing. Here's some more webbing. Here are some items I ordered and I use in my classroom. These are texture rubbing plates. You can get a whole class set online. Let's start drawing our monster. You guys can draw in pencil. I'm going to draw in black marker so you can see it better on the camera. So first, let's draw the eye or eyes. This monster is only going to have one eye. So I'm going to draw a circle. Inside that circle, I'm going to draw a medium circle. And then instead of a round pupil, I'm going to give it this kind, which you might find on a reptile or an alligator. All right, then I'm going to draw a line like this for its eyelid. Maybe one on the bottom, just a little curved line like that. Next, he only has one eyebrow, so I'm going to make like a fuzzy eyebrow here, zigzag lines, almost looks like a caterpillar. Back and forth, up and down, like letter V's or W, something like that. This monster is happy. He's gonna have a big smile, big curved line like this, smiling. So that would be the top lip, but we still have to draw the bottom of the mouth. So make another curved line. This makes a crescent shape, like a banana. Let's give this monster some teeth. He's got some square teeth. Rectangles and squares. Some are missing. All right, teeth are done. Make a little line at the edge of the mouth on both sides. All right. I think this monster is gonna have some horns. So I'm gonna draw one in the middle, like here, like an upside down V. Okay. An upside down V here on the right, kind of curved a little bit. And an upside down V here on the left. Okay. And then I'm gonna give him some hair up here, kind of like I did the eyebrow, like back and forth lines like this, zigzag lines. It's almost like you're making a really long capital M or W. And you can go back and add some curved lines on the horn to make them look more 3D. And then on the chin of this monster, let's give it some tentacles, kind of like an octopus tentacle. So we're going to make some curved lines and then make another curved line so it like goes to a point like that. It almost looks like a beard, but it's actually like tentacles. Maybe it's part like sea creature. You can make some of them come up and go into a spiral like that. Okay. I'm just kind of doing it at random. Make curved lines and then make another curved line and make it go to a point. And then make some going off the page like this, kind of going down. Okay, and let's connect the tentacle chin with the top of its head. We'll make just kind of a curved line that goes up to that hairline, like that. Okay, now that we have the monster sketched out, we're going to use our texture plates and add some texture. So it could be something like this, like a piece of cardboard or one of the rubbing texture plates. All right, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna put it behind your paper. All right, then you're gonna pick any colored crayon. I think I'm gonna do blue. So you kind of hold it down so it doesn't slide around, and then using the edge of your crayon, you don't wanna go straight down with the point, with the edge. You kind of rub on the top of the paper, and that texture that's on the texture plate is magically gonna show through. And now the monster, it looks like it has really bumpy skin up here by its eyebrow on its forehead. All right? And if you run out of room, like this isn't wide enough, so then I'm gonna slide the texture plate over so I can do the edge. Then I'm gonna do the same thing on the right. I'm gonna slide it over and do that part, okay? So that'll be like the top of his head with one texture. And then I think it looks interesting if you use different textures. Let's try this cardboard one for the middle of his face. I'm gonna change colors here. Let's do purple. So I'm gonna place it underneath, and then I'm gonna use my crayon. I'm gonna rub back and forth, and see, that gives me some stripes. And then I'm gonna have to move it over. That's the tricky part, like moving it and holding it in place. Once you get the hang of that, it's a real simple way to add texture to your picture. See that? Looks like he has stripes. And we didn't have to draw each individual stripe. Okay? And then moving down into his tentacles, his chin, I'm gonna pick a different texture. Maybe, let's try this one. That looks interesting. So I'm gonna put that underneath the paper. And on the rubbing plates, it's double-sided. One side has a different texture than the other. Like it comes out different when you do the rubbing. So I'm gonna do this side. It looks like alligator skin, doesn't it? Like reptilian skin. So let's do this one. Let's do it green. So I'm gonna hold it in place. There we go. It's looking pretty good. I'm gonna slide this over. I'm gonna do some down here too. I don't wanna leave that white. Okay. Now, that's it for the texture plates. Now we're gonna go back in and add some details. We need to color the eye, the eyebrow, the horns, the mouth, okay? Maybe add some details to make it look more three-dimensional. So, I think I'm gonna give him a red eye. You guys can use different colors, of course. So crayons work best for these texture rubbings. If you tried it with markers, it's not gonna work. Markers doesn't work very well. Colored pencils, you could get some kind of an effect like this, but I found crayons work really well. Charcoal will work very well, like a piece of drawing charcoal. There we go. Let's color the inside black. My black crayon broke earlier, but it still colors. There we go. Inside of the mouth, probably be red. Color that around the teeth. You could even add some yellow on the teeth. So take your time. And you could do pointy teeth too. All kinds of different kinds of teeth you could draw. I'm gonna make the corners a little darker with black so it looks a little more three-dimensional. There we go. Then I'm gonna pick this, maybe this yellow dandelion color, a little bit of yellow on his teeth. There we go. He's got some plaque. He hasn't been brushing. All right, maybe some yellow in the eye too. There we go. Well, we make the eyebrow like a bright green color. He's a Cyclops. Cyclops means only one eye. All right. And I can make maybe the top of his hair a little bit darker. See, just by adding these details, it makes it look even better. What color should we make the horns? Oh, yellow first. We haven't used orange. Let's go yellow to orange. We'll make the tips orange. I like that idea. And feel free to use any color combinations you want. Whatever colors are your favorite. All right, I'm gonna add some details in the tentacles here on the chin. Since I used a green down here, I'm gonna use green again, but I'm gonna go back and make some of the green darker in between some of the tentacles here. It gives it some depth, which means it looks more realistic. All right, maybe some here. All right, there we go. You can also color the background if you want. That's this area here, if you don't want to leave it white, if you have time. And there we go, texture monster. I hope you guys enjoyed making this texture monster today. I know I did. Eyeball you later.